So I'm joined by Sheela again, and we are here just to have a little chat about our gut health course that we're starting in the beginning of November. And we thought it might be helpful to have a little bit of a chat about listening, because it seems to us, and this is something that we'll be exploring in more depth in the course, but it seems to us that listening is fundamental,
primordial.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
It's it. Yeah,
and we underestimate the power of listening, and we mostly don't listen. And one of the things that we'll be really exploring in the course is how to listen. And that might sound completely nuts and totally irrelevant to health, gut health, or anything else. But actually, when we understand what listening really is, which is basically, we cannot listen when we are busy in our minds. And we'll all have had an experience where we are, I don't know, for me, like the kids come home from school and I've been working all day and I've got all sorts of things going around in my head, and they'll be starting to talk to me and tell me about their day. And I'm not listening to them. I'm listening to what's going on in my head. And I'm going, yeah. But actually, I'm not hearing a word of it. And I know that it will be familiar to everybody listening to this. So real listening is when we allow our minds to be clear, and we are with that person 100%. We're not trying to second guess what they're going to say. We're not thinking about what answer we're going to give. We're just with them. And the beauty of learning that and how to do that is that we can start doing that for us too. We can start listening to us. And the power of that is that when we start to listen to us, we start to find the answers to the solutions to whatever our own health issues. So that's my kind of take on listening, I guess. So Sheela, what do you have anything that you want to?
Oh gosh, I could talk for a long time about listening. It's one of my favourite topics because I've just seen the power of it. I really have witnessed, I've had Dr. Jack Pansky out here in Albear in Spain, where I live, many years over the years, teaching this topic of deep listening and watching people in the room, big groups of people, just watching how much they transform through this understanding of what listening truly is, how as you say, how we can listen with nothing on our minds, how we can tap into something that's so powerful that it runs the universe. Is tap into the intelligence that's there for all of us. It is absolutely amazing when people settle down enough to have an experience of what deep listening really is. And as you said, not only listening to other people, a lot of what we did out here with Jack was about listening, through coach training. So we're listening to clients. But obviously, the first place to look is listening within, listening for how we're being guided moment to moment, how life is constantly giving us information, and that can sound, it can look, it can feel very different to different people. It's not the same for every person. So it's learning your language, I suppose, in a way, of how we're being communicated with. And some people will talk about it as being listening beyond the words, like listening to a piece of music. Like, we don't listen to each note of the music, but we're listening to the music for enjoyment, not for information to regurgitate later. It's different. It's like really listening. And when I'm with clients, it's, you know, I'm listening beyond their words. I'm listening for what's beyond what they're telling me. You know, a lot of the time it's not, I don't want to know what's in your intellect. I want to know what's really in your heart, let's say, or what wants to come through you. So, and that's the same as listening to our bodies, you know, listening for what's our body wisdom communicating to us. There's so many different words to use and different ways to point to it. And we'll definitely be exploring this on our course, because it's primordial, as I said earlier. You know, it just feels so important that we're listening. And as you said, we've forgotten how to do it. As, you know, when we were born, and as we, you know, as we've been grown up, we've forgotten how to listen. We've forgotten that that's even available to us. And so, you know, bringing it back to basics in a way, that's the place to start. We really want to start with helping people realize how little we actually do listen, and point them in the direction of how to, you know, how that works. So yeah, can't wait.
Not me.
Can't wait to start, and you know, I'm really getting into the mode of it. Really looking forward to our group coming together and being able to see people transform. And realize the power of listening, because it's just amazing. It's
beautiful, isn't it? Yeah. If you want to find out more about what we're talking about and the course that we're running, there will be details below the video, and we really hope to see you there.
Take care.
Bye.